We do have a bounce area being established, so good scalping opportunities have materialized. Kind of going sideways here. Jake is such a prima donna. I was muted for a second. I forgot to turn it off. Well, okay, while we wait for our next setup here, which is essentially value area high, value area low right now. All right, we have this distribution, value area high, value area low. Trade it amongst it, fading the extremes. So our very own Chuck, NQ Pivot Boss, will be taking the reins of the stream tomorrow. So you guys can enjoy that. I will be streaming tonight for our evening pre-Asia stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be closed on Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. So no streams, no classes. Also this weekend on Sunday, no Q&A. And also no stream on Monday because I'll be traveling back from Pittsburgh, visiting my wife's family. And hopefully the snowstorm doesn't affect us too much. We'll be back with regular scheduled programming on Tuesday. And I do have an exciting announcement. We're going to be adding 3 new classes to the schedule. 3. We're going to have a Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be a new a beginner's class, an orientation, led by the mighty Mustafa. There will be a Monday and Wednesday evening class, group coaching, and for beginners. So both advanced class and a beginner's class, led by Chuck, our very own NQ pivot boss, going through the material and helping people understand the system. So there's going to be a class literally every single day of the week except for Friday. So, and that's thanks to everybody's ongoing support. You guys make the community. And when you guys participate and stick around and support, I'm able to give back and invest more in making it better here and offering more to our members. I think it's going to be great. All right, buyer stepped back in there. Now we're back at this weekly VWAP value area high. Does it break out here? Or does it pretend to break out? So normally I'd be looking for a short here. Nice, Donald. I love to hear that, man. What were you trading? NQES, micros, and it is now 10:30. We have a balance, an initial balance. Looks like they're trying to break out of here. Okay, let's see what happens here. Some big sellers right here. Seems like they're propping the bid. Nothing like a little bid prop. Yeah, Tamara, always good to see you. And yeah, we all go through things in personal life. I know there's a lot of people in this very own community who deal with a lot of very serious things, guys. I know firsthand. We have members battling cancer, aging parents, taking care of aging parents, death in the family, all types of stuff that we have to deal with. One of my good friends says, sometimes life just be lifing. Another rejection so far. We'd like to see some buyers step in here sooner or later, but it's not right now. I'll tell you that. We got to see some buyers step in. Lots of sellers. There's some buyers right there. They're trying. Trying to hold it down at 15 here. There we go. Now we can go higher, I think. Here it goes. Come on now. Very flat here. No direction. Does it hold above weekly VWAP or we get the bigger rejection? Crazy. Morning, Ray. Bill, thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with you and your family. Got bought up. I haven't been taking many trades here. See if I can get a little more active here. Any of the Mentor products? I don't think so. I don't Mentor products? Mentor? I don't know what that is. I do not. No. All right. So, we have a bit of who knows what price action shape we're getting here that I tend to like. You're on NQ. So we can continue to, as long as we stay above the price, the point of control, I would expect more upside. If we break below the point of control, all bets are off. I'm going to look to get long. Maybe this will be our VWAP point of control scalp to the upside. Revisit the highs and maybe hold a partial for a potential breakout. That's the plan. Buy here. Scale out there. Hold a runner to here. So I'll start with 1 right here, 96 and a quarter. Okay. Oh, man. Let's go.
Statistics Canon website's October trade data won't be released December 4th.
I got one up there at 22. Trying to be patient. Follow the plan. Things certainly have calmed down a lot. Goes, come on. Push it. Bum ba dun dun dun. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Right there. All right, one filled. Let's hold the runner. Come on. Well, it seems like my idea was correct. Sure seems that way, doesn't it? IB high. What do you mean in theory? All right. That's it for me. Nice trade as we approach IB high right here. I'm not waiting for it to touch IB high.
Expands options for investments in crypto-linked assets.
JP, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me on stream. So don't forget, guys, we got Black Friday deals. This is probably the best Black Friday deal I'm ever going to offer. I have decided I'm going to raise prices slightly in the new year. If you're already locked in, your prices aren't going to go up, so don't worry. It's only for new members going into 2026. It's going to go from $49 a month to a whopping $69 a month. So we had a return to value. Okay, there's a couple things happening here, Biba. We had the break and back test of weekly VWAP. Okay, so we're looking long. But also we have this return to value key composite LVN and an ascending triangle, which is, I'm not a pattern trader, but this is a pattern I really like because it usually indicates there's going to be a breakout, right? Because the lows keep becoming higher. We have a flat top here, right? So they're just loading it up to break out. So we didn't get in on the breakout. We got in down here in anticipation, right? So we can manage our risk below point of control. And I got out at this level with one, and I held a runner up close to the IB high there. And I'm glad I did because look, it didn't quite get there.
Voice news disconnect.
Weak. Stellars really took the reins there, huh? Crazy. Flush. We call that a flush, Jody. Flush. But the channel is still intact so far. Channel, look at the higher time frames, look at the 5-minute. Right? If we break this structure here, then I think at 750s, then we'll have more downside. But until then, I still think this is a decent long. Thanks, Tim. I'll be here for you guys long haul as well. I'm not going anywhere. And look how what a top tick that was for the cover. Crazy. This is why I don't always wait for it to get to a. I always put it in front of a level. I'm not gonna give up a $1,500 trade over, you know what, 3 points, 5 points, whatever it was. Ooh, Jake, don't tempt me. The lifer tattoos. Still chopping around VWAP here. So my my Apex payout just got approved again. So it's another Apex payout, guys. It's been Apex has kind of been my bread and butter the last 2 months. I don't know why. It's just panning out that way. 6 payout requests in the same 50K account. Maybe it has something to do with their risk management requirements. So, lady trades, I don't have an average point stop loss. It depends on the volatility. We have lots of volatility today, so my stop loss is going to be wider on a day like today, as opposed to when we're trading in a tighter range, where my stop loss will be a lot tighter. So I don't use the same stop loss for every trade. If you're not adapting to the volatility and the market conditions, you're going to have a hard time. You need to adapt because the market's always changing. If your strategy doesn't adjust with it, you're going to find that sometimes you're going to do really well because the market's conducive to whatever it is you're doing. And if you do the same thing in different market conditions and do really bad, it's because you didn't adapt. So the entire system is made to adapt. It's a 30% rule. 30% rule. Not 20%. You just don't risk more than 30% of your, I mean, should you really be risking more than 30% of your available drawdown in any one trade? Think about it. I don't think you should be doing that in general. It's not really a solid risk management strategy to begin with. What are you risking? Half of your available drawdown on a one trade? So if you have a $2,000 drawdown, you're risking $1,000 just in one trade. That's pretty tough. So I guess the question would be, how do you trade without it? Back down here to weekly VWAP. Not a whole lot of volume here. The last 10 minutes have been lighter volume. All right, it's almost 11 o'clock. Let's do a trader check-in, and we're going to do a giveaway. We are going to do a giveaway, guys. We're going to give away a top one trader funding accounts. Our Ignite accounts just came out again. I just picked up 3 of them. Trader check-in, how are we trading? Green, red, following the plan, not following the plan. Big green, big red, wheels falling off the bus. And if we're red, why are we red? Are we just following the plan and just trades aren't working? Or are we just emotional derailment? Back up we go. So the channel is still intact, right? Higher highs, higher lows. We can hit IB high this time. Let's try and go long again as we broke through this low volume node. Ride the train. Push it. Flat. Almost 11 o'clock here. Oof. Flush and rip it. Flush and rip. I was point of control right there. Back test. Got to hold. 800's got to hold. On 800. Let's go. Push it up. Well, let's do our giveaway. All right, so we're going to be giving away a top one futures account. I'm going to say a word. You're going to put that word in the chat. That's going to enter you to win the account. You don't have to spam the chat. You don't have to put it in 100 times. Just putting it in once will do it. All right, and the word that you're going to put in the chat is balance. Balance is the word for today. Balance. Put balance in the chat. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the feed. All that good stuff. Hit that, smash the like button if you must, but simply pressing it will suffice. I know some of you really like to smash the like button. The word is balance. Put the word balance in the chat. Balance in the chat. Someone's going to be a lucky winner today of a brand spanking new top one futures account. They're going to have that thing to trade. Don't trade it on Thanksgiving. Do me a favor. If you win this thing, don't trade it on Thanksgiving. Wait till next week. Don't be in such a hurry to trade the trash price action. All right, we're going to close the doors in another 30 seconds here. All right. Here we go. All right, guys, the doors are closed. Here we go. Can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll. Drum roll, please. Okay. Here we go. Tickle Monster. Tickle Monster wins again. I feel like Tickle Monster won before. Congratulations, Tickle Monster. You won again. Just shoot me a DM. Tickle Monster will get you that account. All right. Well, we've been chopping around in this range now. So this is going to be my last stream till tonight. And then tonight will be my last stream until Tuesday. So I hope everybody enjoys the holidays. If you can join me tonight, that would be great. I don't know what the action is going to be like with, well, I guess it's Tuesday. I'm thinking it's Wednesday. So the pivot of all bosses will be taking us through the market tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be gentle. Be gentle with Chuck. Michael, the Thanksgiving discounts are going to be available through Monday, so through Cyber Monday. Yeah, if you guys scare them away, I'm going to be out, somebody to help out when I can't do it, which is very infrequent, guys. I think I've only missed 2 days since March where Chuck filled in. Monday of next week is actually going to be the first day we don't have a stream at all. So it's very infrequent. Very, very infrequent. Rarely happens. But lucky for you guys, my life is in such a way where it's extremely routine. Very easy for me to show up for you guys on a daily basis, consistently. Yeah, we only have one Chuck. Another Chuck tried to join the group. We had to say no. We said there's only one Chuck here. Still holding this 880 level, 780, which is weekly VWAP. Yeah, well, we're below weekly VWAP, but we're above. I mean, we're above weekly VWAP, but we're below Globex VWAP. This is what we call a VWAP pinch. This thing could break in either way, and it could also fake everybody out. Hard to say what we're going to do here. So we got some good trades today. Kind of stayed out of this insanity for a little bit. Best trade was probably this long. It was about 80, almost 80 points on NQ. Yeah, hold on. Let me call Ken Griffin. Hold on. Okay, guys. Well, I talked to Kenny. I call him Kenny. And Kenny said, he said his exact words. He said, don't diddle in the middle. He said, can't you see you're right at the point of control? We're sitting here doing business. You got to wait. Yep. He said, wait. He said, just wait. He said, when you're chopping around the point of control, it's really hard to say what direction it's going to break in. This is not a place to get directional. This is a place to fade the extremes. And Kenny reminded me of our principles here in the VWAP Wave System. Right, you don't know who Ken Griffin is? Not to be confused with Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffin is the CEO of Citadel. Have you heard of Citadel before? Yeah, and they're also very large market makers. Yeah. They have their hands in the market a little bit. He's also one of the richest people in the world. Yeah, a little bit. Some might argue that Citadel can control the market. When you place an order on Robinhood, I don't know if you Canadians have Robinhood, but when you place an order on Robinhood, Ken Griffin gets it first, and then he decides what to do with it. That's why your commissions are free on Robinhood or Webull. They sell your orders to Citadel. Citadel pays them for our orders so they can make money on the spread and play market maker. All right, Tony, thanks for joining us today. I'll see you next week. Well, right now, the extreme would be right here, 825. And I would say our first extreme would be down here, weekly VWAP at 777. If that doesn't work, down to, I mean, it's pretty wide, right? It just moved, just shifted. But you have a value area low down here at 700 and 830. So we have an immediate, you can take the immediate structure, right? Which is kind of like that. Kind of divide that out, which happens to line up kind of with lower band, actually. I think future trading on Robinhood makes sense if you're swing trading futures. You need massive margin too on Robinhood. It's not like trade of 8 where you can trade one E-mini with $500. You need $20,000 or something like that to trade one E-mini on Robinhood. You need all the margin. All right, Ali, thanks for enjoy your chip. Never heard that one before. Oh, we love our Brits here, Jake. We have strong British representation here in this community. I know you are. We love them almost as much as we love our Canadian friends. Almost. I think I was saying that we love the Canadians more, actually. You guys are very polite. I also I went to school on the border of Ontario, so I had a lot of Canadian friends. I even dated a Canadian girl when I was in college. So that essentially makes me fluent in Canadian. Is this it? Are we finally going up? CVD's been dropping sideways for forever. Buyers have arrived. All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've been done trading. It's been a good morning. We had some really good trades on stream today. I won't be back till this evening. I keep thinking this is it, but I'm streaming this evening. So I'll be live this evening, 7 o'clock. Come join us. That'll be my last stream till Tuesday. We got Chuck taking the helm tomorrow morning, so be here for that stream in the Discord. There will be no YouTube stream tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, or Monday. So just the premium Discord. Nice, David. Good stuff. Looks like you missed it the first time. All right, guys, I'll be on this evening. We'll see you guys then. For those of you who I don't see tonight, I wish you an amazing Thanksgiving for my American counterparts here. Enjoy your time with your families. Thank you for supporting this community. It absolutely means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to the other members of this group because everybody here makes up a community. Not any one person can do this by themselves. So I really appreciate everybody, and I am thankful to have so many wonderful people that I get to work with and trade with every single day. So wishing you all the best. Try to keep it light with the trading. All right, even though the market will be open in futures Thursday, Friday, take it easy. It's going to be light volume. U.S. market, stock market will be closed on Thursday. Enjoy maybe a little time off. All right, go out, touch grass, eat some good food. And I'll see everybody this evening or on Tuesday. But I will be in the Discord. I'll be around. I'm not disappearing. Just no stream for me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp, and make sure to head on over to the voice channels where you can continue to trade. That's a huge perk of the premium Discord, right? To be able to trade together in there and communicate and help each other. So I encourage you to do so.